Sir Alex Ferguson has told Man Ut boss Erik ten Hag what he must do with David De Gea after Sevilla loss. Sir Alex Ferguson's past mistakes can inform Erik ten Hag of how to deal with David De Gea after Manchester United's loss to Sevilla. On Thursday, a tepid United were dumped out of the Europa League by Sevilla, losing 3-0 at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium and 5-2 on aggregate. Ten Hag's men quickly fell behind in the south of Spain, gifting the hosts the opener after a mix-up between De Gea and the much-maligned Harry Maguire. Sevilla then doubled their advantage shortly after halftime with a looping header from defender Loic Bade. United's humiliation was complete 9 minutes from time as Youssef En-Nesyri seized upon De Gea's inability to control the ball and struck into an empty net. Despite De Gea's torrid performance, Ten Hag refused to single out any of the players after the game, while he was full of praise for the Spanish shot stopper before kickoff, labeling him a complete keeper. Nevertheless, the 32-year-old, who is currently in talks to extend his 12-year stay at Old Trafford, has made more errors leading to an opposition goal in all competitions than any other Premier League keeper since the start of last season. While negotiations over a new deal for De Gea are thought to be at an advanced stage, some United fans are calling on Ten Hag to heed Ferguson's past comments. Ferguson on aging players. Speaking in 2021, Ferguson insisted it was important to be ruthless and sell underperforming players, irrespective of their years of service. The United legend was asked if he had any regrets about his time as United manager and revealed he found it difficult to move players onto new clubs. Ferguson said via the Manchester Evening News, "There are always going to be regrets, but the thing is always to look forward. Tomorrow's another day. I always did when we lost a game. The next day was better, without question. But in terms of the regrets, the 1994 team I had, the back four all seemed to grow old together, and that's a terrible thing to happen to the manager because these guys were fantastic for me. Parker, Bruce, Pallister, Irwin, fantastic players. They gave me 9 or 10 years, and the evidence is always on the football field. They don't see it. I see it. The problem for me is what do I do about it? I managed to organize a move for them, and they did well out of it, but telling them is very, very difficult." Ferguson detailed how difficult it was to let players leave, especially when they were at the early stages of the career. Ferguson said the process was the youth coach and the welfare chap would come in with the player you're going to let go. Maybe he's only 17, 18 years of age. The way we'd explain it is we'd try and get him a team. We'd try and get him a club, and we're sorry we're having to do this. That's terrible. That is the worst thing, having to let a young player go. All his ambitions and hopes and desires are about playing for Manchester United in front of 75,000 people and going to Wembley in a final. That's the ambition of every young kid that comes to Manchester United. And when you take that away from him, it's a sore thing. So I hated that. I hated that. In other news, Erik ten Hag planning huge clear-out as 4 starters against Sevilla could be sold. Erik ten Hag is planning to initiate the second phase of his Manchester United rebuild this summer, with several senior players set to be cut from the squad. According to reports, Ten Hag oversaw an active first summer transfer window last year, with 6 senior stars departing on free transfers following the expiry of their contracts. Additionally, a number of players were allowed to leave on loan and are set to return to the club this summer. It is, however, expected that they will be immediately placed on the transfer list. In addition to United's on loan outcasts, there are current first-team regulars that run the risk of being axed by Ten Hag, including 4 players who started last night's embarrassing 3-0 defeat to Sevilla in the Europa League. According to The Guardian, a summer clear-out headed by Ten Hag could see Jadon Sancho, Harry Maguire, Anthony Martial, and Victor Lindelof all leave the club. As per the report, Scott McTominay and Fred are also players the manager is open to selling. Donny van de Beek, Anthony Elanga, Brandon Williams, Alex Telles, Dean Henderson, Eric Bailly, and Hannibal Mejbri are all reportedly also on the huge list of players who could see their stays at Old Trafford cut short. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.